What's going on, everyone? Badger here. Should like and sub, and let's get into this. Every single time I bring up Harry Potter and I talk about the adaptation that's coming to HBO Max, talk about how the next 10 years need to be all about it. The Hogwarts Legacy game sold well, it's getting a sequel, and we need to have companion games. And J.K. Rowling, I've applauded HBO for working with her and talking about how she has the right to an opinion and how great it's all going. And the biggest thing is that every season is supposed to be as accurate as possible. It's getting an entire season to itself to really get what we didn't get from the movies, and that is a book accurate adaptation. Unfortunately, and it's certainly if you believe some of the people that they've hired on the production side, and if you believe, and I would love to dismiss this as rumor, but it is from the Hollywood Reporter, and that this actor is the one that has been first we heard in talks with, and then we heard offered the role of Severus Snape. So yes, this would fly quite in the face of a book accurate adaptation if we have someone who does not look like Snape. So this comes from the Hollywood Reporter. So that's the only reason it's got some legitimacy. Actor Papa Asidu, or whatever they say his name is, has been offered the part of Severus Snape, although it is not clear if negotiations have begun in earnest. Yeah. What does Snape look like if you read the books? Professor Quirrell in his absurd turban was talking to a teacher with greasy black hair, a hooked nose, and sallow skin. When Harry Potter asked Percy who the teacher was, Percy replied, "No wonder he's looking so nervous. That's Professor Snape." Elsewhere in the novel, she describes him as a Gryffindors. As Gryffindors came spilling onto the field, he saw Snape land nearby, white-faced and tight-lipped. Then Harry felt a hand on his shoulder and looked. Yeah, so Snape has always looked like this. He's actually rather faithfully adapted in the movie series. He's just way too old. Snape is supposed to be in his 30s, and Alan Rickman was obviously in his late 50s when he took the first. So he was like 25 years too old, but he played it perfectly, and that's the exact type of attitude and performance we need. By the way, Adam Driver could have done this and still should. Just saying. The whole thing is they promised us it would be book accurate. When it first came out, the press release said the stories from each of Rowling's Harry Potter books will become a decade-long series. We did 10 years produced with the same epic craft, love, and care this global franchise is known for. The series will feature a new cast to lead a new generation full of fantastic detail, much love, dramatic. But here's the thing. Each season will be authentic to the original books. End, stop, period. Thank you, goodbye. And bring Harry Potter and these incredible adventures to new audiences around the world, while the original classic and beloved films will remain at the core of the franchise and available to watch it globally. Yeah. And then J.K. even said Max's commitment to preserving the integrity of my books is important to me, and I'm looking forward to being part of this new adaptation, which will allow for a degree of depth and detail only afforded by a long-form television series. Yeah. And then we get news that that's who you want to cast. Now, yes, we saw this open casting call, and everyone, where down at the bottom it said, "We are committed to inclusive, diverse casting for every role. Please submit qualified performers without regard to ethnicity, disability, and race." Okay, we get it. We also had to point out that that is a legal thing. They can't say that they're not looking for certain roles, even if that is not what they look like. Ryan from RK Outpost went on to list all the Kingsley Shacklebolt, Angela Johnson. There's a bunch, Dean Thomas. There's a bunch of other black characters. You don't have to race swap already established ones, particularly ones like Snape. And the one more worrying to me is that they hired Andy Greenwald. He is one of the writers, and he was one of the ones going on record basically saying that, like, is it possible to directly adapt them? Yes. But does he want to do that? No. And then he also admitted at the Times that he has not read all the books. This was back in February. So, hey, maybe he's done it. But he finished the books. But what I hear is another motherfucker, another naysayer here who hasn't all read the books, doesn't care about a direct adaptation, and will be just another voice going around saying, "No, race swap it, no, change it." And then everyone pointing out that yes, Once Upon a Time Rowling did greenlight the casting of the stage play actress. And it seemed like at the time she made a distinction between the movie casting and book casting and a stage play adaptation, much like you would putting on performances of Hamlet and Shakespeare and other things. She had no problem. Not that I'm comparing Harry. Well, I guess I sort of am, because art is art and it's performed on the stage. And in this case, she was a little more amicable to looking differently, I guess. But will that extend to the movies? I don't know, because right now it would seem only JK's involvement would stop this. And then, yes, we have to point out that Asif Sadiq, which was going around during the height of the Sweet Baby Inc. things, he's a fully, like, F all the white people, and it's time to make everyone... This guy. Yeah, he's definitely a Sweet Baby Inc. type, literally the diversity, equity, and inclusion division. So we understand what his goals are. Either way, you let me know what you think about this. I just want a Snape that looks like Snape and acts like Snape. I want a 10-year accurate book adaptation, and I don't think we're going to get that. Unless this is all just a grain of salt rumor, and I don't know. You let me know what you think, though. Either way, a lot of people that were coming up with good faith, they see things like this, and that faith disappears pretty quickly, because we've all been hurt before, and it's not going to happen again. So let me know what you think about all this. You should have liked, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you.
Well, bye.